LifePointe Church is a church that believes, of course, in having a gospel-centered congregation. And so what they do is they spend all of their time and their effort in teaching the congregation the gospel.
What's wonderful to see what's happening with our church is that we have this wonderful outreach to the jail, to men and women in the jail, whether it's through concerts, musical concerts, and some preaching, but there's also some tangible literacy happening with the women of the jail, where they're going through books, they're writing poems, they're writing essays.
The class itself is 8 weeks, and during this time, we introduce the girls to college level reading. They read books that are at the college level, and we use these books as an example of authors who have made a point. They're courageous, they're honest, they've taken ownership, they've gone into the dark, they have tremendous imagination, believe in what they're doing. They use a lot of metaphors, and by golly, they're creative.
I think the most important thing, there's the idea of learning to write and learning and reading and being creative. But I think the more important part is they are seen. That's seen, known, and loved. And that's the part that I think that LifePointe brings.
Many of these inmates, they move on from the jail and they transition to the halfway house, and there's where we have another opportunity to minister to them through a different group of women. Women are meeting with women. It's called our woman-to-woman program at the halfway house.
When somebody quits addiction, when you quit anything that's been such a prevalent part of your life, you have a huge hole in you, you know what I mean? And so for 18 years of drug use and just doing felonious activities, and when I quit, all of a sudden, I had a hole the size that you could drive a truck through. And if somebody who's living that life doesn't choose the right things to fill that hole up with, they're just gonna fall back and fill it up with what they know. And coming here, God leading me to this church helped me to fill it with the right things and the right people.
That this is a place where they can belong even before they believe. This is a great place for them a safe place for people to be. And our congregation is on it. I love watching our congregation be about loving people. It's what Jesus was all about, is loving people. And that's what I love, that what the inmates do is they bring a beautiful thread of diversity to our church that is important to be in our church. And so I'm thankful for that.
I believe that LifePointe Church is not different than many churches here in town. And I would love to have them know that what we're doing is not something spectacular, something special. Any church can do this if they have enough willingness and people to participate in it. It was not difficult for us to get involved with. Sure, there was a learning curve, but I think any church can go through that, and they can be able to do the same that we've done.